Apologies if I get anything wrong or this sounds confusing. I'm recovering from a bad hangover as I write this. I, 19F, have a little brother, 10M, with mild autism. He's old enough to be able to take some responsibility for himself and not have to be constantly hovered over. I have made it clear to my parents that I'm not interested in constantly watching him, and have asked them to find a friend or someone to help out every so often so I can live my own life. They brushed me off unfortunately. Something I should also mention is that I smoke pot. It's legal in my state and my parents don't seem to be too against it. I am an adult after all. I keep some hidden in my nightstand and some hidden in my purse. My brother doesn't usually snoop around my room, so I'm not that inclined to go to ridiculous lengths to keep it hidden. I don't want to go to insane lengths looking for it when I want to get high. Well, unfortunately my brother decided to go snooping through my purse while I was in the shower and found one of my edibles. I was still in the shower by the time my parents got home and saw that he was obviously high and crying. My dad went into my bathroom, practically ripped off the shower curtain, and demanded an explanation as to why my brother was obviously baked. I told him that I was in the shower and unaware of how he even got into my stash. He started crying, saying he just went into my purse to get my phone because he wanted to say hi to our mom. He's not allowed to have a phone or tablet, and that he saw chocolates and couldn't help himself. These chocolates were kept in a bag saying do not eat. By the way, but the wrappers did kinda look like candy. Thankfully, my brother was rightfully punished for snooping through my shit. However, this did not stop my parents from being angry at me too. They were livid that I had edibles in my purse and that I wasn't watching him well enough. He's 10, almost 11, and does not need to be hovered over. He understands do not touch means don't touch my shit. He should not have to be told to not eat chocolates he finds in someone else's purse. This didn't satisfy my parents enough unfortunately, and I was told to leave. I am currently staying at my dealer's house, where I usually get some other shit that I take outside of my parents' house. I'm not stupid enough to carry non-legal drugs on me or keep them in my house. I'm hoping my parents will let me come back soon, either to stay or so I can get my things and move out. AITA? Hello there, ReadIT here. It sounds like you are juggling a lot, from managing personal freedoms to understanding family responsibilities, especially with a younger sibling who has unique needs. First off, the incident with your brother and the edible sounds incredibly stressful for everyone involved. It's one of those eye-opening moments that makes you reevaluate a few things. Although it's legal and you're an adult, the reality of living with younger siblings, especially one with autism, means taking extra steps to ensure their safety. This might mean finding a more secure spot for anything that could be harmful if it ends up in the wrong hands. A locked box might seem like an unnecessary step, but it's a simple measure that can prevent a lot of trouble. Communication seems to be a bit of a sore spot in your family dynamic right now, which isn't uncommon. It might feel like your parents aren't hearing you or respecting your needs and boundaries, especially when it comes to balancing your life with the responsibilities of watching over your brother. It could be helpful to find a calm moment to sit down with them and express your feelings, not just about the incident, but about everything. Share how you're feeling stretched thin and ask for a more structured plan that doesn't leave you feeling like you're the default caregiver. It's important they understand where you're coming from, just as much as you might need to consider their perspective. Regarding your brother, it's tricky. At 10, kids are curious, and that curiosity can lead them into all sorts of mischief, autism or not. It might be useful to learn a bit more about autism and how it might be influencing his actions, especially his impulse control and understanding of boundaries. This isn't about placing blame but about equipping yourself with knowledge to navigate future challenges more smoothly. Now, about your current living situation, staying with your dealer might not be the safest or most stable option long term. It's worth exploring other resources or support networks available for young adults in your position. This could range from legal advice, knowing your rights and what you're entitled to seeking out housing support or even counseling to navigate this period in your life. Looking forward, it's clear you value your independence, and planning for a future where you can live on your terms is important. This might mean setting some financial goals, understanding your rights in more detail, and making decisions that prioritize your well-being and safety. Finally, when it comes to family, sometimes an apology, even if you feel it's not entirely your fault, can be a powerful step towards healing. It's not about admitting defeat but showing that you care about the impact of the situation on everyone involved, including your brother. It's a lot to process and act on, but remember, it's about finding a balance that works for you and your family, ensuring safety and understanding, and paving a path towards a future where you feel fulfilled and respected. Let's hear some other opinions from Reddit, and don't forget to like, subscribe and comment. Found in Wonderland writes, "Yeah, why is everyone so judgmental all of a sudden? Teenager smokes pot, and other news scientists have discovered the sky is blue. 10-year-olds know how to read, know not to go through other people's stuff, know not to eat random food you find in other people's possession. If his autism is so severe that he doesn't know those things, then in no world should he have been left with Op, who made it clear she would not watch him. I get that it's not good that the 10-year-old got dosed accidentally, but that's either on him or on their parents, depending on where he is on the autism spectrum. And also, it's just weed, not the end of the world. He probably slept really well that night, and now it's over and lessons were learned. Everyone is making this out like Op left a syringe filled with heroin in the kid's bed or something." Responsible_brain 852 writes, "He's 10. Even without autism, when we were that age, we did mistakes. He thought he was stealing candy and got high and frightened. If I were your parents, I would be mad too, even if it was an accident. It's like keeping guns safe. You trust your kids not to play with dangerous stuff, but you also don't let the dangerous stuff accessible anyway. It should be an implicit rule. Do they really have to tell you keep your drugs in a safe and private space? I wouldn't go as far as kicking you out, but you definitely should apologize and be careful next time. You do live with a kid, like it or not, and hiding your adult-only things isn't even babysitting. They don't ask for much. I love Totter Tots. I'll say that dispensaries overcharge for weed. FL medical card here, the cheapest 1/8 THS you can buy here are $1.25/EA. Those normally sell out pretty quickly, and they jump to $35/50/75 each tier. They're all the same flower from what I was told, just bigger nugs. I could get a whole Oz from a buddy for $120 to $160, depending on quality, and save $40 plus. And if you're a cute girl with a guy dealer, you generally get even better deals. Even better ones if you provide favors for your dealer. Yes, people will suck dick for weed. So, buying it in a store is normally not as good of an option as going through your dealer. It's not like some of these areas in rec states where they're just giving it away. While I love Totter Toes are way more focused on the price. I'll say that dispensaries overcharge for weed. FL medical card here, the cheapest 1/8 THS you can buy here are $1.25/EA. Those normally sell out pretty quickly, and they jump to $35/50/75 each tier. They're all the same flower from what I was told, just bigger nugs. I could get a whole Oz from a buddy for $120 to $160, depending on quality, and save $40 plus. And if you're a cute girl with a guy dealer, you generally get even better deals. Even better ones if you provide favors for your dealer. Yes, people will suck dick for weed. So, buying it in a store is normally not as good of an option as going through your dealer. It's not like some of these areas in rec states where they're just giving it away. Thanks for watching.